The Golden State Warriors just got so much news. What's going on, Dub Nation? You're watching Warriors Today by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Tyler Smith, and on today's show, we're talking about these two fine gentlemen right here, Steph Curry and Gui Santos. Why Gui Santos? Well, besides the fact that he's been absolutely balling out, the Warriors rewarded him for his play over the last few weeks with a contract extension. Gui Santos locked up in Golden State for the next 3 seasons. Shams reporting Gui Santos has signed a new 3-year, $15 million contract with the franchise, and the deal includes a player option in 2028-2029. Right off the bat, this is an incredible value and bargain for a guy who's been one of the Warriors' better players this season. Let's just be honest with ourselves. We'll break down more about this move, what it means for the team, and what it means for Gui, but make sure you are subscribed to the channel, because when the Warriors make moves, we make videos. No matter how big or small, every transaction surrounding our Golden State Warriors is covered here on the channel. So go down below, hit that sub button, and turn your notifications on as well so you never miss a moment surrounding your dubs. Look, man, I'm so happy for Gui Santos. Look how happy Gui Santos looks signing his new contract extension. This guy just loves being a Warrior and embodies everything about what a Warriors role player is supposed to be. Moves well off of the ball, gives you 110% on every possession. Going to be diving for those 50-50 plays. Going to be always in the right spot at the right time. Knows where to cut and when to cut. Knows how to be available and move without the basketball. He's just a really, really fun player to watch, and an even more fun player to watch develop as well. Because, for a long time, Gui Santos, end of the bench guy. Couldn't have been more of a reserve than he was. He spent a lot of time in the G League as well, but with all the injuries stockpiling up for Golden State this season, Gui Santos has been called upon to play a much bigger role, and over the last 12 games, he's taken it in stride, man. Playing 30 minutes a night over the last 12 games, 15 points a night, 5 boards, 3.5, almost 4 assists, and the efficiencies are just through the roof. The guy's shooting over 60% from the field, 44% from deep. Look, is this sustainable over a 82-game sample size? Maybe not, but man, I've been incredibly impressed by the play from Gui Santos lately. It's not just the moving off the ball and the easy baskets underneath. We're seeing him take guys off the dribble at this point, so the sky's the limit for Gui. Golden State doing the right thing here, maybe one of the first right moves by this front office in a good minute, signing him to a very team-friendly 3-year, $15 million deal. Gui said this about the extension. He said, "I'm trying to show that the work ethic is the most important thing, because that's what's got me here in this position. Just be a good example for kids in Brazil and show that if you work, you get what you deserve." Shout out to quote the great Not Your Average Flight. Look at Gui, man. So inspirational. That's an awesome message to have, especially a guy in Gui Santos coming from Brazil, where there isn't this slew of NBA talent coming in and year out. Obviously, you got a guy like Leandro Barbosa, Bruno Caboclo, but man, the talent list is not super extensive here with Brazil. So for Gui, there's a lot of pride in what he's doing here, locking himself in to a long-term extension in the NBA. It doesn't happen with a lot of Brazilians out there, so very happy that he had to he gets to show that pride for his country here. And there's other people that are very proud and inspired by Gui Santos, including the man that this quote is actually talking about. That's Wardell Stephen Curry. He said he was so happy just to be on an NBA team at one point, and now to being a big part of our rotation, really developing and becoming an impactful player on both ends of the floor and being rewarded with that type of security coming from where he came from. It's a big deal, and it's a big celebration today for him. Like I mentioned, this is a value deal. I don't want to gloss over the fact that Gui is, supposed to be an end-of-bench guy, and you're just signing him to a smaller kind of level of extension here. No, this is a guy who you probably are going to have playing your 7th, 8th, 9th man minutes when everybody's healthy. Right now, he's a starter and playing top 5 option minutes, and the numbers reflect that, and they're very good too. But he's not going to be a guy who you want to call upon to be a starter. Hell of a role player, though. And it's just the numbers on screen aren't even that crazy, but when you really read between the lines a little bit, he's improving every single season in every single department. He's playing more minutes every single season that he gets further into his NBA career, and the efficiencies are going up as well. Yes, he shot 37% from 3 in his rookie year, but he's shooting 38% now. on double the attempts. So the volume is going up and the efficiency is going up for Gui Santos here. I couldn't be happier. Like we've always known on this channel specifically, if you guys tune in any of our live streams or anything like that, Gui Santos minutes are fun. He's always out there giving energy, and like you can't really teach what he brings to the table, and that's just basketball IQ and the want and the hunger to play every single trip up and down the floor like it's your last. So I love Gui Santos here. Here's more from him on his NBA journey. I think that this last season has been the best of myself. It's kind of like what I was doing before I got here because I had to change my game a little bit to fit the system. And I think that's what a lot of players struggle with because it's hard. It's not easy. I've been a point guard my whole life. Now I'm going to be a 4. Sometimes I was playing 5 in the G League. It's awesome to continue to see him develop as he's a pro. Because, like, let's be honest here, I know a lot of people criticize Golden State and their front office and their coaching staff for not being able to develop some of these young under-the-radar talents. They've done that with Gui Santos, but I'm not going to lie, the credit all goes to him in this scenario. He has worked for every single dollar that he signed on that dotted line, so incredibly happy for him, and I really want to see him improve here on this Warriors team even further. Make that deal look like more of a bargain than it already is. Grade the Gui Santos extension by the Warriors. Get your red pens out. Jot down a grade down in the comments section. A, B, C, D, or F. What do you guys got for me on the Gui Santos extension? 3 years, $15 million with a player option in 2028, 2029 by Golden State. Coming up next, we got some major injury updates to discuss here. And the tone in the second half of this video is not going to be as nice as the tone we had in the first half. We'll break it all down in just a second. First, though, get hooked up with the best sponsor in the game over at PrizePicks. Shoot your shot with PrizePicks and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. That's right. PrizePicks is now giving you $50 in lineups when you sign up and play your first $5 lineup. That PrizePicks makes every dunk, every dime, and every board that much more exciting. So don't miss the chance to get started on America's #1 app for sports picks over at PrizePicks, where all you guys got to do is pick a lineup of 2 to 6 players and just pick more or less on their projected stats. Whether it's basketball or hockey or baseball coming up very soon as well, you can mix and match all these different sports and stat types and win up to 2,000 times your cash. PrizePicks is awesome, though. Trust me, take it from me. I've been a customer longer than even a sponsor here at Chat Sports because of the features that they offer, like early payouts, which is actually a new feature on PrizePicks, where if your lineup gets off to a hot start, you can cash out those winnings before the games even finish. They also have injury insurance as well, injury reboots, where if your player gets hurt in the first half and doesn't return, they just take that square out of your lineup, no questions asked. There's also like discounts, like they make it easier for you guys to win real money in real time. Like when they slash stat projections by 99%, they call that a max discount. Every Tuesday, they'll slash stat projections left and right. That's Taco Tuesday. And then sometimes just for fun in a big game, they're going to give you a flash deal and slash stat projections that way as well. Take advantage of all the PrizePicks has to offer. Super aesthetically pleasing, easy to use, and just the best app for sports picks in the game. Download the app today, PrizePicks, and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, it's good to be right. So Kristaps Porzingis missing his 5th straight game against the LA Clippers on Monday, still dealing with an illness, still too sick to go out there and play with Golden State. I'm not going to sit here and badmouth Kristaps Porzingis because he is sick. This is more about Golden State than Kristaps Porzingis. This is not his fault. I mean, you could say maybe, oh, you didn't take care of your body or anything like that. I don't know. I don't want to comment on any of the POTS, disease that he has or illness, whatever you want to call it. Like, I'm not qualified at all. I talk about the Warriors on in front of a green screen. I ain't no doctor or anything like that. Talking about autoimmune diseases. That's just not my forte whatsoever. But this is on Golden State, man. Like, they couldn't find anything better for Jonathan Kuminga because they held him out of trade talks for years, literal years. And now they end up with this. Just another disaster class by the front office. You salary dumped Kuminga to the East just to get Porzingis here. Oh, yeah, we've never had a big like Porzingis before. Give me a break, man. Like save me the nonsense, Steve. The guy can't play. The guy doesn't play. The guy played 17 out of 53 games for the Hawks before getting traded here. And he makes $30 million. $30 million. Now, the contract extends, the contract expires, at the end of the season. He will be an unrestricted free agent. But, like, the damage has been done. Jonathan Kuminga's out there putting up crazy stats against shitty teams. Don't think I didn't know that, by the way. 2 games against the Wizards, and he played some other horrible team the night last night or whatever it was. Look, this isn't about Jonathan Kuminga. This is about asset management, and Golden State just doesn't know how to do that very well. They hold on to talent too long. They hold on to the wrong talent. Like, it's been bad for 6 years at this point. Like, honestly, since Durant has left, this front office has been an absolute shit show disaster. Like, it's unfortunate, but this is the position we're in right now. Golden State Warriors are run by idiots, and it's all Joe Lacob at the top. Like, Mike Dunleavy, you could say what you want about him. The guy is just a puppet. The guy's a yes man to Joe Lacob. Like, Lacob makes all the decisions at the end of the day, and he makes the wrong ones. So, unfortunately, that falls on Mike Dunleavy as well. Let's just talk about Porzingis a little bit more, because, like, does the team even sign him this summer? In what world would Kristaps Porzingis get a multi-year deal this summer? How can a team commit to paying him when he can't be out there on the floor? Whether it's this disease that he's got going on or anything else physically harming him. Was it Achilles tendonitis? Like, his knee's been blown up before. Like, I'm sorry, guys. It's just unfortunate. He had a foot injury in the Celtics championship run. Like, I just don't really know what to do about this anymore. Jonathan Kuminga was traded for nothing. You traded a guy who doesn't play for a guy who doesn't play. It's unfortunate, but that's just where the Golden State Warriors are at this point. Kristaps Porzingis is missing another game, and we don't really know when he's going to come back. Steve Kerr commented and walked back his comments on the illness. Like, it's just a total mess. This is the season from hell for Golden State. Speaking of hell, we're staying there. More time on the shelf for Wardell. Steph will be reevaluated in 10 more days. That sucks. Steph's going to be missing some massive games here, including the Clipper game, who you're like only 1 game ahead of in the standings. Yeah, that's brutal. Oh, then you play 2 of the best teams in the West, Rockets and Thunder. 2 of the worst teams in the NBA right here, the Jazz and the Bulls. So, look, if you go 2-2 over this stretch, that's fine. But, like, why even play him? Like, it makes no sense. This season's a wash. I know he wants to go play in the playoffs and all that stuff, but he's going to miss all these games. He's not going to come back till like the end of the month. Just screw it. Punt the season. Try your best to get into the lottery. Figure it out. Silver will reward you. He did it a couple of years ago. This is a tough season to cover, man. I know the Warriors are 4-6 without Steph in the lineup over the past 10 games that he's missed with this runner's knee that he's got going on. And it's impressive, to be honest. With the personnel they're putting out there, I mean, Gui Santos is playing 30 minutes a game. I love Gui to death. He's playing really well. But he's playing 30 minutes a game. There's guys who aren't really on on any other NBA roster if they're not on Golden State playing 30 minutes a game. And it's impressive. They're 4-6. They're over those 10, but to act like this team has any sort of ceiling, like you're actually just risking Steph shortening his career, retiring early, if you go out there and stress test him the rest of the way. Steiny over at 95.7 The Game did have this to say on Steph potentially returning here in the next few weeks. But it's not too encouraging. Said in mid to late March, maybe early April, he'll come back. The goal right now is easy. It's about making the playoffs. They will be able to live with themselves. So it sounds like they're just going to keep him out as long as they possibly can. Literally as long as they can. As long as they feel like they could survive without him. Some people are even saying hold him out altogether. I'm the further I get into this conversation, like, I'm kind of believing that too. And maybe that's me being a loser. Maybe that's me just punting. I want Steph healthy next year. I want the Warriors to have a better roster in place, a healthier roster in place in 2026, 2027, to really give this one last shot, because they have no shot this year. They're a first-round exit at best. So it is what it is. They're going to try to make the play-in, I presume, at this point, because if you're holding Steph out for the duration of this month, maybe even into April, you're not playing for 6. You're not playing for a top 6 seed. You're just playing to have a chance to get in the playoffs. The Warriors right now are 15 games behind first. The only reason I did that was to show you the difference of the two here. The Suns are 12 games behind first, so 3 games above Golden State here. With Steph out, it's going to be tough to eclipse them there, but they do have Dylan Brooks and Devin Booker missing some time here. The Clippers, they're probably going to leapfrog Golden State at some point here over the next couple of days because they're going to win on Monday against Golden State, and then they're going to be, 1.5 games out at that point? That's easy money with 20-plus games left in the season. The Blazers, they're not out of it at all either. They have the 3 games behind Golden State. Memphis, it feels like the play-in is already kind of set. Is Memphis really going to get 7.5 games up on Golden State, or even the Blazers 4.5 games up on them? They're literally tanking. They traded away Jaren Jackson. They're playing the Jaws is not playing. It feels like the play-in's already set. So why even play Steph the rest of the regular season? It just, you're risking too much for too little of a reward. If you ask me, with the Golden State Warriors, this season just sucks. If you ask me. If you want Steph to come back at his healthiest, let me know by hitting that like button on today's video. Manifest good health down below, as that will do it for today's show. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We're going to keep covering Golden State Warriors. I know it's doom and gloom, but I'm a realist here. I'm not trying to do sunshine and rainbows all day long. We're going to continue to cover your dubs the rest of the season into the postseason. So we'll see you guys next time. And as always, let's go Dubs.